Hello, my name is Harrington Bodko. Welcome to our program. The topic is insurance today. With us from Philippine Prudential, we have George Mercado, president, no less, of this company. George, before we let out, before you took the break, the question was, how do I identify an insurance man who will take care of me or who I should buy from or who should sell to me? How does this work? Why do I need to know the person well? Why do I need to trust the person who sells to me? When shouldn't it be just about how big is that company? Gaano kalaki ba yan? Kumbaga, BPI ba yan o BDO ba yan? Puro ganun lang labanan. How does that work? Yung insurance man mo, dapat may personal relationship?
It would be nice. That personal relationship could also be built over time. But the nice part is he should be able to answer or to find out what you really need and offer you a good solution.
So in other words, not
That's
to
the
sell
first
you
step.
anything you don't require.
Yes.
What do we know what we require and what we don't require?
Well, that's up to the person to find out by asking you questions, you know.
Mahirap pala maging insurance salesman, ano? Hindi naman pala basta-basta yan. So, alamin ng insurance salesman, okay, magkano kinikita mo, magkano pera mo sa bangko, paano mo gusto mamatay, or may utang ka ba? Ayun. Or, where are you now? Parang mga ganun na questions.
Yeah.
So, sensitive questions, tatanungin sa'yo.
Yeah, these are sensitive questions. They need to know your income. They need to know how much insurance you already have. They need to know what your expenses are, what your, you know, your family life, how many children do you have, and how old they are. To be able to get a clear picture of your financial requirements.
Will insurance resolve all my future needs? It's end all, be all, not necessarily.
Well, they always have a saying, you can never buy all of your insurance requirements.
There's that saying.
Yeah.
So it's not everything, but it
yeah,
will help.
Yes. You start off by buying what you need and how much you could afford. The best time to buy it is, of course, when you're starting to earn money. And
You're setting a lot aside.
Yes. And, of course, you're very young. So the cost of your life insurance is very
Low.
low. Because
Kasi
you're very
kapag
young.
tumatanda ka na, mataas na
Yes.
liability ka na.
Sometimes, yun nga, the irony of it all, when you're making so much money, you have so much to invest in life insurance, you're quite old and it's too expensive.
Yan ang problema. By the time kumikita ka na, may edad ka na. Baka at that point, sisibi mo, I don't need it anymore. Yan ang problema. You're an insurance man, and at one time you sold insurance. Should you buy a house first? Should you buy insurance first?
Well, you could buy insurance right away. Like I said, you know, after graduation, when you first get your first job, you can really set aside a certain amount because it's still cheap at that.
So it's a
age.
discipline.
Yeah, it's a
Introduce
discipline.
the discipline.
Yeah,
na.
start early, you know, while you're young. And then when you start to borrow money for a house, you'll be surprised. The bank's going to ask you for insurance. Either you buy from them, credit life insurance or mortgage redemption, or if you were able to save up enough insurance coverages while you were young, you could use it. Mura pa ang pagkabili mo noon, it's enough to cover the...
Pero ubos naman yung insurance mo, umpisa ka na naman. Yan ang problema.
Yeah, yun, naka-tie up na doon. Oh.
Naka-tie up na doon. So out ka na
But
doon.
of course, as you start paying off your debt, nalilibre na yung insurance coverage mo, di ba?
Balik na naman sa'yo.
Oo, right.
Oh, sabagay, no? That's right. Kasi it's really a savings game.
Yeah.
It's a financial
Yeah.
game. So it's important that your insurance agent identifies your need early. It helps kung kaibigan mo. Tsaka, so your insurance man pala becomes your friend throughout the years, not after the sale.
Right, oo.
So,
And if they're really good at what they do, pati yung mga anak mo, sila na rin ang bahala.
so the idea is, pag insurance man ka pala, hindi lang basta-basta mabenta mo, kita-kita na. It's a continuous
You're right.
relationship.
Oo, mga,
My gosh, I didn't realize that.
yeah, mga kapatid mo, mga pinsan-pinsan, mga referrals mo, mga anak mo, eventually, yan.
Everybody else comes
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
I didn't realize it's parang bankero. No, it becomes well. If you have a big bank account, I guess the banker becomes more of a problem. But here, the relationship with banks, 40% nga Filipinos only have bank accounts, so it becomes terrific.
Right.
Where do you see insurance going in the next 10 years, George, in the Philippines?
I think it's going to grow. Because there are, aside from the traditional method that I showed you, how to buy insurance, There are those that don't have the time.
Why is time involved?
I mean, you have to talk to someone, right? You have to spend quite a lot of time discussing your needs. There are people that are too much in a hurry. There are many other ways of buying insurance now because there are many ways of distributing the product. They are now available in malls. There are some companies.
You go to a mall to buy insurance?
Yeah,
Ngayon
yes.
lang ako nakarinig ng ganyan, ha?
There are insurance companies that are now in malls. There are those that also offer you an appointment through the telephone. There are also those that advertise in the newspapers. You can now order or buy insurance over newspaper.
And ideally, when you do this, you have to take time and sit with a person. And you have to generate the trust. An
Right.
integrity needs to be born between the two of you. Or else you will never buy and he'll never be able to sell to you. Is that correct?
Right.
I didn't realize.
It takes a while.
Hindi
all-
pala basta-basta ang pagbenta ng insurance, ano?
Yeah, but there are also those outlets that are available there for those that are in a hurry. Also, people are traveling. There's a travel insurance booth in airports.
That's right. In fact, some countries require me. For example, Japan. Should you get your visa, you're required to
Yes.
have travel insurance.
Right.
America, not necessarily.
Yes, America, they do.
America
Also,
din.
in Europe as well.
And Hong Kong, hindi. Asia,
Yes,
wala.
yes,
No,
yeah,
wala.
right.
I noticed, dito, babiyahe ka lang, kailangan insured ka na.
Mhm.
You sell that kind of insurance as well.
Not the travel insurance, but accident insurance we do.
Accident.
Yes,
Car accident,
Yeah.
whatever accident.
yes. Any accident.
Mabangga ka, you fall off a roof.
Yeah, yes, accidental.
That's called life.
Yes.
George, you're
That's also available with the non-life companies. They also have accident insurance.
should a person deal with the same company when it involves non-life as well as life, or should you go to a different company for non-life?
It all depends. Sometimes that's good, but normally there are two salespersons.
Talagang
One,
dalawa
yeah,
yan.
dalawa, always. There's
Ibang expertise
even
din
the
yung
same
isa.
company, they'll have two sales reps.
Why is that? If it's the same company that backs it up, why can't you just have all insurance with one person?
Yeah, it's a mastery of it. In fact, there are two licenses. If you're a life insurance person, you have a life insurance license.
Ang pagbebenta ng insurance, those people that get, for example, in your case, you have a lot of salespeople. These people have to undergo, do you go to school to become
yes.
an insurance?
Of course. They either
regulated
study,
yan.
yes, they either study at the Insurance Institute for Asia and the Pacific, and they get a life insurance agent's course that they go to the Insurance Commission to exchange for a license. Or they can just go straight to the Insurance Commission and take an exam.
You mean this is a licensed career?
Yes.
So professional ang
It
life
is a
insurance.
professional, yes.
Professional yan. I didn't
Right.
realize that. Marami ba tayong ganun sa Pilipinas?
Agents, yes. We have
registered license
yes.
by regulation.
Right. We have 25,000 licensed agents in the Philippines.
Is it enough? Is it?
No, it's actually very small compared to our neighbors here in Asia.
So this is a job opportunity, a career, a profession many can go into, but very few know about it.
Yes,
Kukunti may alam lang yan.
right.
What is the desired number for the Philippines with 95 million people?
Ah,
Dapat mas marami, more than
Yes.
25,000.
dapat, hundreds of thousands, maybe 300,000 or more. Yeah, in some countries, they have so many agents. Vietnam, I think.
Pwede ba yumaman ng isang tao sa pagbebenta ng insurance?
Oh, yeah. They can make some...
You can make a career. Because
Oh,
I see
yeah.
that on television. Pinaano nila sa TV,
Yeah,
mga
yeah.
ads nila na buy from so-and-so insurance agency and this guy is
Yeah.
he's in Venice, di ba? Kung saan-saan
Yeah.
nagbebenta siya ng insurance. So
Yeah,
that is true.
The good ones make 500,000 and more, millions. Yeah,
A year.
yes.
Ba okay And this is
No, monthly.
everybody.
No, not everybody. You're talking of the cream of the cream.
Yung marunong talaga magbenta at
Creme
maraming
de la creme.
contact.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it's a lucrative position. But it's regulated and you need a license and you need further study. First, you need 4 years of college, undergrad. Then you can go and
Well,
register.
actually, you don't have to have a 4-year course, but it helps. Especially when you're talking to a lot of good people, good prospects.
So, kanyari, you can only afford 1 or 2 years of college
Pwede na yun.
and you can go into becoming a broker and studying it.
Yes, life insurance agent, yeah.
Life insurance agent ang tawag
Right,
dyan.
right.
At bibigyan ka ng lisensya.
Yes.
So when our viewers are watching, people who want to buy insurance, should they ask for the license number para makita? Baka
They
bogus yung
can.
kinakausap mo.
Yeah, they could ask, sure. In
Are-
fact, the only persons who could sell are licensed insurance agents.
Oh, they're the only ones who can sell.
Yes.
So, having professionals, I'm sure you also have bogus ones. I mean,
Well, like you said, tama yan. You should ask for that.
kasi may mga, I'm sure may mga bogus dyan. Nasasabihin nila, kaya ko magbenta sa'yo nito. Ano? Regulated. I didn't realize
Regulated
regulated pala yan.
Right.
Professionals pala. So these guys are like engineers. They're professionals.
Yes.
Kasi may lisensyado.
Yeah, license.
And their income is also regulated by the industry. Hindi basta-basta ang income nila will grow.
Well, they could write their paycheck, but they have to work for it. Those that make a million a month or maski 500,000 a month, they really work really hard.
Wow. Meaning having a lot of customers that trust
Right.
them.
Yeah.
And they keep going out to meet more people,
Yeah.
to sell more products. Is it the ability to sell more or the ability to sell big?
Actually, it's a combination of both. You could also be an agent that sells to corporate accounts, but you have a lot of these corporate accounts.
Bagay, kasi corporate, you have multiple accounts.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
independently,
Lahat ng
mabilis.
mga employees doon naka-insure sa'yo, ganun. You could also be one that insures a lot of high net worth individuals, because there are a lot of life insurance products now that not only life insurance or endowment, meron pa sila meron pa kaming investment products now.
Life.
Yes, unit link products or variable life insurance products that are sold in banks, yun ang bank assurance.
What are these? These products, these are not derivatives, huh? Not like...
Well, what it is a small, certain portion of the premiums are for the life insurance coverage. Then another portion, the bigger portion, is for investments. These are invested into mutual funds or different types of investments.
in case those funds crash?
You have a choice of changing these investment modes every so often. Every 3 months, 6 months, you can call up your company and say, I want to move my investment options. So it's a little bit more...
So in other words,
So you
people
can
who
get
have
a better
excess
return.
money, yeah, you can get a better return. You can actually invest also in life without necessarily having to go to the bank and buy their instruments. You can go to the instruments of insurance companies.
Yes,
I
some
didn't even
insurance,
realize
yeah.
meron palang ganon. What do you
Right.
call that? They're just modules,
Well,
they're just
it's
products?
called the unit-linked products or,
Unit-linked
or
products.
variable life insurance.
Variable life insurance. And we offer these intricate services in the Philippines.
Yes.
Prudential Life, no less.
Well, no, we don't have those yet. We're still in the traditional.
But insurance can become that. It can get to
Yes.
that stage.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Laking bagay
Some
pala.
companies are already offering it. It's there's the portion that we guarantee is the life insurance coverage. The investment now, or the investment risk or the gains are now passed on to the customer.
Bumibigat na pala. It's becoming more
Yeah.
intricate.
So if you don't want you don't want to play in the risk investment, then you buy traditional because it's fixed,
It's safe. I
safe.
mean,
But of course, the returns are very
slower also.
slower. Yeah, lower but
If
better.
you're
than,
more aggressive, then you can go
yes,
faster.
Yes.
Where do you see Prudential in the next 10 years, George? Because you're the man behind it. You're the man who grew the company. I know. I've been there. I've seen you. Where do you see it in 10 years? Where do you see it in 20 years? Vis-a-vis where you see the country going as well.
Well, in 5 years, we think we will be in the top 10.
You're moving up very fast the way it is.
We'll be in the top 10 in 5 years.
You're
will
now
have,
number
15.
15 ka na, that's
Yes.
right. I saw it. A year and a half, 2 years ago, you were 22, I remember. 21.
No, that was about 5 years ago.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
ang tagal na pala yun.
Yeah.
And then you jump 15 ka na. So in 5 years, you see yourself top 10 na.
Yeah, we'll be in the top 10. And by that time, we'll have a full range of products.
You attribute it to the multiple services that you're creating.
We have a lot of distribution channels, and we will create to have more, plus synergies with other entities, brokers, and the like. We'll be distributing our products in a lot of different distribution channels, much more. And by that time, we'll have all the products already. Hopefully, in the next 10 years, we'll be in ASEAN. We'll
Well,
be in the-
you'll expand out
Yes,
of
we'll be,
the Philippines.
yes, we'll be going out of the country. Hopefully, in 10 years, we'll be there.
Wow, you don't see any, what do you see as the future of the Philippines and the Philippine economy and financial
Well, it's
stability?
really
of the
going
Philippines?
great. I think the country is growing. There's a lot of opportunities now. In fact, the president has announced in the papers, and as I've read, that we're having a lot of these PPP projects, and that will be,
Well,
yes.
we've been waiting for it.
And I think it's going to start to happen already. So I think 2013, there will be a lot of those that will create a lot of jobs, a lot of money is going to flow in the economy. So I think there will be a lot of good opportunities for insurance companies
So
in the years to come.
insurance will grow when the economy grows.
Yes.
And likewise shrink if the economy goes down. So it's
Possibly,
very
yeah.
important that politics play the right game in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, I remember in 2009, we hardly grew the business. We were just like 0.5%
Wow.
growth.
So if
Because
the
that was the global financial crisis.
yes, yung tinamaan tayo.
Yes.
So if that happens, maski ang insurance business talagang tatamaan.
Ihina rin.
Hihina din. But the stability does not change.
No, of course not. Like I said, mentioned, we have reserves. And the reserves keep growing.
That's what the people have to
Yeah.
understand. Even though sabihin mo, okay, humina ekonomiya, hindi ibig sabihin hindi na kaya bayaran. It's got nothing to do
No,
with
kasi
that.
na-impok na yan eh, kumbaga. We already put the money aside. Every year, we put money aside for the, to
And that's
cover,
because
to pay
that's
the liability.
regulated
Yes,
by the industry.
Right.
And our industry is very strict.
very strict.
Hindi ba dependent yan sa mga politiko na nalalagay ng presidente? Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. So far, the insurance commission has really been good.
Has
Yeah.
it been independent
Yes,
of
it has been
political
independent.
affluence, patronage, and all
Yes.
of this? Wow. I didn't realize how deep, intricate na rin pala ang game of insurance. No? One thing I didn't realize was insurance agents are actually professionals. And when they go out to sell to you, or when you want to buy, understand what it is you need first, and don't just buy because it's available. Alamin mo kung anong kailangan mo, bakit mo kailangan. That means identifying the time, more or less. Is that correct? The amounts, the purpose of why you're saving. So insurance is forward saving.
Yes, it is.
Between the banks and insurance companies, is it better to insure with the banks, with insurance, or to put your money in the bank?
I think it's a combination of both.
Kailangan.
You still need to have the bank, of course.
Kanyari, may
Kasi-
1 million ka na extra. Lalagay mo sa banko, you have enough to pay monthly. Depending on the instrument the bank shows you, or the Philippine Stock Exchange, you're better off in insurance, is what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's the best, no, but you could allocate your money into the different types of investment. A little for insurance, just satisfy your needs.
What percent should that be out of 100?
That's quite difficult.
depends.
That's difficult to answer on the spot. We have to really,
That's
you know,
why you
run
need
the
an
numbers.
insurance agent.
right, we need to run the numbers.
Hindi pala basta-basta itong benta nito, no? You know, I walked into this show thinking, we're going to talk about insurance and everything. Yung pala, talagang pinag-aaralan ka before you even are sold the product. You don't buy it off the shelf. But you can.
You can. Like I said, pag bata ka pa lang, you know, you just graduated from school, you now have a job. Siyempre, entry level ang kailangan mo. You need just a basic insurance protection plan.
And the idea is just to create the discipline of paying your insurance every month.
Right.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah, yeah.
George, we're at the top of the hour. We're going to have to take a break on the show. A message to our viewers about Philippine Prudential. What would you like to say to them? How about, if you need insurance, go to Philippine Prudential. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Is
That's
that,
good.
Is
Yeah,
that a good?
that's good. Yeah,
So-
we have different outlets anyway. You can reach
Where
us.
do we go for Philippine Prudential?
You can
Mall?
go to
Can
the
we go to a
malls.
mall?
Yes. you
Ah,
can go
meron
to
na tayo sa
yeah,
mall.
marami tayong malls.
All
Locations.
SM, mga SM pwede na.
Hello. We also have Robinsons
And nationwide,
nationwide.
not limited to Manila.
Right.
If I live all the way in Ilocos, may nabibilan doon.
Not that far. I think north we can go as far as San Fernando.
Malayo na malayo na yung San Fernando, La Union.
No, San Fernando, Pampanga.
Bakit hindi pa sa La Union?
We haven't gone that far yet on north. No. Sa
Yeah.
south naman, we've gone as far as Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, Iloilo.
But for those people who live outside your center areas, they can email, they can call, they can inquire,
Yes,
they can reach out, and I'm sure you can work something out.
right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. You have the professional, the professionalism of Philippine Prudential. You have the stability, you have the financial recommendations. Don't deal with a non-licensed insurance agent. And remember the name, Philippine Prudential. Hindi yan yung isang Prudential, yung pre-need, ano?
No, we're a life insurance company. We've been around for almost 50 years.
Iba talagang 5 decades na matibay na, miski pa paano. Basically, that's what more can you say, di ba? The fact that you've been around, 50 years. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you understood the program, the issues, the priorities. Learn about your insurance. It's a savings, it's a financial instrument, it's for your future. So if you wish to get in touch, you can call me, call the studio. What number can you call? Or just log on, Philippine Prudential.
Yes, philippineprudential.com.
.com or just Philippine Prudential. And lalabas na yan. Hanapin mo yung life, correct?
Yeah.
Yun lang naman
Well,
lalabas
Philippine Prudential lang.
Philippine Prudential, lalabas na lahat yan. So log on to that and you'll get all the information you will require. You need not be right beside a center or a selling agent or whatnot. You can reach out and from there you can take it. All the telephone numbers are all also on the site, right? So ando dun lahat sa site. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Harry.
We'll just do the...
You are what you watch.